Let's go behind the scenes for just a few moments for a view of testing activities that are involved in the birth of a new product. Behind the scenes, we find an organization of dedicated people serving a growing and ever-changing agriculture. A group of people seldom heard from, but vitally important. Their efforts are concentrated in research. They work behind the scenes, creating, testing, developing, constantly striving for a better tomorrow. This brand new research and test center, recently opened at Racine, Wisconsin, provides J.I. Case research engineers with the latest technological advances in modern test facilities. This special electrically controlled 500 horsepower dynamometer is testing a new transmission for reliability and durability. In the electrical laboratory, complete electrical circuits are analyzed and individual components are tested. Here, the hydraulic laboratory is developing and checking the performance of individual hydraulic units. At the same time, stress analysis and fatigue tests probe and search to prove structural reliability. Here we see a brittle lacquer called stress coat being applied in an explosion-proof spray room. When tested, the stress coat cracks in the greatest area of strain, thus revealing a weakness that would not be visible to the naked eye. In the metallurgical laboratory, different metals are analyzed by microscopic examination. In the chemical laboratory, they are constantly testing iron, steel, and other metallic alloys, as well as rubber, plastics, and lubricants. In this machine, called a weatherometer, paints and decals are tested on a continuous basis. This is one of the dynamometer test rooms used in engine development. Precise instrumentation is used to prove new approaches in engine design and efficiency. Human engineering receives continually increasing attention with concentrated studies of operator comfort, safety, convenience, and serviceability. The model shop builds three-dimensional models and mock-ups in clay, plaster, wood, and metal. But the laboratories don't have all the answers, so the next step is out to the 1,600-foot oval test track, which permits 24-hour per day, year-around testing. And then, out to Case farms and cooperating farms across North America, where final testing is completed. Yes, behind the scenes, the pace is a fast one, always changing, never ending. The result is new farm equipment, fully tested and protected by a full 12-month warranty with no limit on hours of use. New, unique farm machinery to meet new farm demands. And now, new again. The J.I. Case Company of Racine, Wisconsin, and your local Case dealer present the 830 Comfort King Tractor. A 5-plow tractor that can prove its reserve pull power by pulling a 6-bottom plow. At a recent national show, the Case 830 pulled a 6-bottom plow, while this model pulled a 5-bottom plow, and the 3020 pulled a 4-bottom plow. The International 706 demonstrated with a 5-bottom plow. The only other tractors pulling a 6-bottom plow were tractors that were much higher priced than the 830 Comfort King. In fact, they are higher priced than even the much larger Case 930. The 830 Comfort King with Case-o-matic torque converter drive puts the power where you need it at the drawbar and at a price that you can afford to pay. While other tractors use quick shift devices that may lead you to believe that a torque converter is being used, only Case uses a torque converter. A torque converter as used in these $30,000 industrial crawler tractors and earth-moving machinery. A torque converter as used in heavy Army tanks. A torque converter as used in huge iron ore carriers. The torque converter gets more work done faster because it automatically matches pull power output to load conditions. The Case 830 torque converter senses a changing load immediately, and the Case 830 torque converter reacts to the changing load immediately. This automatic response is an exclusive advantage of Case-o-matic drive. Other tractors use a quick shift device operating through a limited fixed ratio speed reduction. For example, when operating in plow gear, the quick shift speed reduction on these three tractors slows travel speed from 22% to 30%. Let's look at a typical plowing situation. At a steady load, two tractors of comparable size will plow at approximately the same speed. There's only one difference. The tractor at the top has Case-o-matic drive. If the load increases 20%, the speed of the Case-o-matic tractor decreases in proportion to the load increase. But the speed of the other tractor is forced to drop as much as 1.5 miles per hour on a quick downshift. If the load increases even further to 40%, the pull power of Case-o-matic continues to increase without downshifting. On the other hand, the load on the other tractor now even exceeds the pull power of its quick shift gear, and the operator is forced to downshift again. Now, if the load decreases 5%, the speed of the Case-o-matic tractor automatically increases immediately. On the other tractor, the operator must wait for a further decrease in the load before upshifting. When a steady load is again resumed, the Case-o-matic tractor will have built up a substantial lead over the other tractor. This advantage will repeat itself time and time again throughout the day as variable soil conditions are met. But the torque converter affects more than your plowing operations. Most farmers now enjoy the comfort and convenience of an automatic type transmission in their automobile. Isn't it time to enjoy that same type of operation in a tractor? In any of the 8 Case-o-matic working ranges, the torque converter permits you to operate from a dead stop to full speed without clutching, without fear of engine stall-out. You have a simple brake and throttle control just like your automobile. You can brake to a stop without clutching, and the engine continues to run. Both hand throttle and foot throttle are standard equipment. Accelerate and you go. Brake and you stop. Throttle and brakes, it's that easy. Transporting heavy machinery like this out to the road and down to the next farm is a new experience with torque converter brake and throttle control. You can experience a new sensation in dead load acceleration when you haul those crops out of the field. Whether you're hauling 6 tons of cut forage to the silo, hauling bales to the barn, or hauling shell corn to the elevator, you'll like brake and throttle control. Discover new precision when spotting feed mixers, auger boxes, or forage wagons with brake and throttle control. You don't have to slip a clutch. You can ease back using brakes without fear of killing the engine. Travel with new speed and comfort while driving to the field with brake and throttle control. No clutching where the farm lane meets the road. No clutching at stop signs. Just use brakes to stop and throttle to go. Appreciate new maneuverability while turning at the headlands with brake and throttle control. You can slow up while the plow is still in the ground. Yet there's no danger of stall out while you have complete control for a tight turn. And an added bonus. You can stop or slow the tractor with the brakes without affecting PTO RPMs. This means that instead of slipping a clutch, full PTO speed can be maintained while travel speed is brake controlled. The brakes will not slow down engine RPMs, and the brakes will not slow down PTO RPMs. We call this exclusive PTO action PTO power priority. No other tractor can provide this kind of power takeoff operation. It means that while mowing hay, you can use a fast cutting speed, yet slow down for the turns using brake control. Cutting efficiency is maintained at full RPMs while you use the brakes for turning a good square corner. When unloading at the feed bunk, you can use brake control to put any amount of feed where you want it. When crossing low spots, washes, or gullies with harvest machinery, you can slow down with brake control while you maintain peak efficiency at full PTO RPMs. You can adjust travel speed to a heavy slug in the windrow while combining, baling, or chopping by using brake control with full PTO RPMs. With a PTO manure spreader, you can spread straw better in the steer shed or the loafing barn while inching along with brake control and full RPMs at the power takeoff. At the same time that you enjoy the extra control and smooth response of exclusive PTO power priority, there's an added benefit for your power takeoff work. It is the new Quatic clutch control. If conditions require that you use a low gear speed where the brakes would have to be applied extremely hard to slow down, it's easier to use the new Quatic clutch control instead of brake control. For a slug in the windrow, the new Quatic clutch control permits engagement for stopping and starting tractor movement that is smoother than slipping a clutch on a conventional tractor. Yes, you have two methods to meet your PTO requirements, and both methods offer easier control and more responsive control than a conventional type tractor. First, for medium to high travel speed operations, you can use brake control with full PTO speed. And second, at lower speed operations, you can use the new Quatic clutch control. If you like, you can use either method at any time. The advantages of the torque converter are endless. Every job on the farm, from cultivating to pulling stumps, is made easier because of brake and throttle control, elimination of engine stall-out, PTO power priority, and new Quatic clutch control. Furthermore, with the new Quatic clutch control, the operator can use Quatic just as he always has. But if he wants to, he can drive it like an older conventional tractor. This will be especially handy for the farmer who has operators changing from one tractor to another. The special advantages of Quatic are always ready to use, but at the same time, it can be driven just like his other tractors. But Quatic torque converter drive is not the only reason that the Case 830 is increasing in sales across the country. For the farmer who is interested in economy, the 830 will earn extra dollars with fuel savings that are incredible. Let's look at the official varying power and fuel consumption tests. This amazing fuel economy performance means extra value to you during every day of tractor operation. The Case 830 is the only tractor in this power class that burns less than 3 gallons of diesel fuel per hour. Let's take a sample comparison with another tractor. The 830 saves almost half a gallon of diesel fuel every hour. With both tractors operating 1,000 hours a year, the 830 will save 479 gallons in 1 year. And in 5 short years, the 830 can save an amazing 2,395 gallons of fuel. In addition, the 830 provides a fuel system that is engineered for your convenience in everyday operation. In the diesel models, a separate water trap at the bottom of the fuel tank keeps sediment and moisture from entering the fuel system. Draining is simply a matter of opening and closing a valve. Operated in this manner, no air enters the fuel system, and there's no need to bleed the fuel filters. Furthermore, the 830 diesel has 3 fuel filters for complete fuel protection. Thus, maintenance costs are kept to a bare minimum. Most other tractors use only 2 fuel filters. In combination with the fuel filters, an instrument panel warning light alerts you to a dirty or plugged filter, standard equipment for your convenience. And the unique design of the Case 830 fuel system doesn't stop here. The exclusive power cell controlled combustion chamber is designed so that fuel injection takes place at the hottest part of the combustion chamber for faster starting on cold mornings. An electric manifold preheater is furnished as standard equipment, and together with exclusive power cell controlled combustion, it results in faster, easier starting. But there are even more reasons for Case engine efficiency. The 830 runs at a moderate 1900 RPMs, considerably slower than these competitors. In fact, one competitor runs more than 30% faster. The 830's lower engine speed greatly reduces engine wear, and it's a major factor in keeping maintenance costs at a minimum. The 830's lower engine speed also pays a big bonus where a tractor is depended upon for continuous high-torque power delivery hour after hour, day after day, without unnecessary breakdowns. The smoother, quieter, vibration-free engine operation is easier on you, too. High RPMs and poor torque transfer strain to the driver. By contrast, the 830 leaves you fresher and less tired at the end of a long day. But now, instead of concentrating only on engine design, let's take a look at the 830's hydraulic system. Another reason for the increasing popularity of the 830. The 830 always has full hydraulic power for both implement control and power steering when turning at the headlands because each has its own separate hydraulic pump. The compact remote control hydraulic system, including pump, valves, and reservoir, is mounted at the rear of the transmission housing. Only 4 short hoses. No complicated hydraulic plumbing. This competitive system uses 82 feet of tubing and hoses with 52 individual connections. Here's the competitive hydraulic system laid right alongside the 830 system. This is an indication of the simplicity of design of the Case 830 tractor. And when ordering hydraulics, 2 remote circuits are provided, not just one. These 2 remote circuits are completely independent of the 3-point hitch. This means front-mounted cultivators can easily be equipped with side-to-side control and separate rear gang control, and a loader with both hydraulic lift and hydraulic bucket control can be used without a lot of extra plumbing. In fact, a rear-mounted blade could also be added to this unit without any need for extra valves, diverters, or selectors. When it comes to convenient hydraulic operation, the control levers automatically return to neutral position when the ram stroke is completed. There's no searching or fumbling for special positions. As you become more acquainted with the 830, you discover 2 factors that make a lasting impression. First is its heavy-duty construction that is apparent from one end to the other. And second is its extra comfort and convenience. The comfort styling of this 830 tractor follows the same basic design pattern already made popular with the bigger Case 930 Comfort King tractor. So this new 830 model now carries the Comfort King title to match its new Comfort King styling. Stepping up to the 830 Comfort King platform is a new tractor experience. You'll enjoy a distinct new feeling of tractor operation with unlimited visibility and complete control. To mount the platform more easily, 2 steps are provided instead of only 1. In fact, there are 2 steps on each side of the tractor. No need to walk around the 830 to climb on. And they are wide step plates. You can step down forward, not jump down. And you don't have to turn around and climb down backwards. The platform is 9 square feet, substantially larger than most other tractors. Extra wide and extra long for plenty of leg room while sitting or standing. In addition to the extra platform room, the design of the seat pedestal leaves room to move back without banging your heels. There is no center platform bulge to straddle. You can stand comfortably in any position. In addition, the 830 is unique with a closed platform area on a row crop tractor. The fenders are exceptionally long, and they meet the platform for the entire length of the platform sides. This closed platform design keeps out a lot of dust and dirt that is naturally thrown up by the tractor tires. You're in full command on this big, uncluttered, non-skid platform. Controls and instruments are handier than ever. New power steering requires less steering wheel effort. And while the tricycle model turns as short as always, the new adjustable front axle turns shorter than ever before. Hydraulic controls are comfortably located at your right hand so that you can easily watch the implement at the same time that you make operating adjustments. And the unique wrist action at the ends of the draft arms allows movement up and down as well as in and out for easier, faster hookup. For easy access to the batteries, a convenient battery tray slides out on steel rails. From one end of the tractor to the other, Case engineers have provided more than a basic power unit. They have given unusual attention to the operator's comfort and convenience. Never before have you enjoyed such complete visibility. You're sitting ahead of the rear axle for a better view, not behind it. You're sitting higher than the transmission case, not astraddle of it. The muffler is on the left to provide a perfectly clear line of sight down the furrow. And what a pleasure to discover the unequaled comfort of this new seat, with its deep cushion, its wraparound armrest, and its separate backrest that is easily adjusted up or down to suit your comfort. Yes, the 830 Comfort King really earns its name, with feature after feature designed to make those long, hard days seem a little shorter and easier. But that's not all. Partly to provide still more convenient operation, but even more to further increase work capacity, the Comfort King 830 is now available with Draft-o-matic control for its 3-point hitch. When you hit a tough spot, weight transfers instantly from the plow to the rear wheels, giving you added traction to pull through non-stop. This means you save in time and money. You plow faster. You avoid overworking the engine. You minimize wheel slippage, and hence you extend tire life. The Draft-o-matic control lever is shown here. The other 2 levers control separate remote hydraulic cylinders completely independent of the 3-point hitch. This one Draft-o-matic lever controls raising and lowering, load depth setting, position control, and full float. Use of a simple lockout permits control of the implement with the same control lever used for load depth control. Floating action, also controlled with the same draft-o-matic lever, is obtained by moving the lever to the bottom of the quadrant. The key to draft-o-matic success is its tremendous responsiveness without excessive sensitivity. Its ability to react instantly, yet avoid undesirable variations in depth, so-called implement bobbing. Draft-o-matic action begins when an increase in load develops. This causes the draft arms to move rearward. In turn, the hydraulic system is activated to raise the draft arms. Now, three important actions occur almost simultaneously. First, the weight of the soil tends to hold the plow in the ground, despite the force of the draft arms tending to raise it. This means that soil weight on the plow bottoms is transferred to the rear wheels, giving added traction. It's like a person standing on a scale, trying to lift a 200-pound weight from the floor. The lifting effort increases the weight shown on the scale. Another effect which takes place is a transfer of weight from the front of the tractor to the rear wheels, giving still more traction. At the same time, if there is any tendency for the plow to rise, a signal is sent to the hydraulic system to stop lifting immediately. This prevents excessive variations in implement depth. Draft-o-matic actually has the capability of sensing load changes and reacting at a rate of 600 cycles per minute. The actions we've just described separately really occur almost simultaneously. The result is a smooth interplay of reactions, with plow and tractor working together to meet changing soil conditions with amazing efficiency and responsiveness. With case-o-matic, pull power is increased automatically. With draft-o-matic, traction is increased automatically. Yes, the Comfort King 830 provides a new combination of pull power and traction. We invite you to test drive the Comfort King 830 on your own farm, in your own field conditions. You'll discover new work capacity, and you'll discover new comfort in the new 830 Comfort King.